Oh, hello. Ugh. Alright. Welcome. We're playing... Hold on, I gotta readjust the microphone. We're playing the Persona 5 Scramble demo, not Persona 5 Strikers. This is the Japanese version. This demo came out... what? A long time ago, actually. This is a demo for the original game, and I thought that... in commemoration of the English release, Persona 5 Strikers, coming out in around a month, from February 23rd of 2021, I thought we would go through and play this again, because I have already seen this before when the demo originally came out, but I was trying to translate it as I was playing, and I kinda didn't like the way that it came out, so, I just went through the demo, translating everything, so hopefully I remember everything. Most of it is flavor text, but I'll try to give you a gist of what's going on in the demo. I realize this is old footage and whatnot, so a lot of people already know what's happening here, but I thought it'd be fun. So anyway, let's go ahead and play the game. Open the game. I know I said we were going to be playing 13 Sentinels, but I might still do that later, but I thought I would do that. I still want to play a different game. There is one part that I didn't translate, which is this opening cutscene. But it seems to go along the same lines as the original Persona 5 intro, which is, it's in media res, it is Joker trying to get the attention of the police. Spoilers for Persona 5. Alright. Again, I'm gonna be trying to translate this loosely as I go on through the game, but basically Morgana here is saying, alright, you got their attention. Futale is basically the same thing. Now that you got their attention, let's try to keep distracting them, basically. So it feels the same way that, the original intro to P5 was, where in the casino, your whole thing is that you're trying to get the attention of the enemies on purpose. Also, fun fact about this intro, you actually can't die here. I tried it earlier. If they deplete your life all the way to 0, you just stay at 1 and you just don't die. But yeah, it's basically a tutorial for you to do the showtime. This game is flashy, and I love it, and it is exactly how I imagine Persona fights to be, just giant mobs. And now this is the part of the video that's gonna get copyright strike. But good thing I'm not making any money off of it, so...
Over time they erode and destroy hearts of good souls in the dark, filled with dismay, played along and faked too much, all the way through till the crumble into shattered down they go. So let 'em do it.
Is it controversial to say I like that intro better than Persona 5 Royal's intro? Anyway, okay. So again, this is the very beginning of the demo, so kinda trying to get my memory back of it. Ryuji's saying, it's been a long time. Yeah, it sure has. Blah blah blah. Basically, Ryuji's saying, hey, it's been a while, and, well, An's not really looking at the group chat. Oh no, An's saying that Ryuji's not looking at the group chat. And Ryuji's basically saying, yeah, no, not really. I'm really busy, so leave me alone. Haru is also saying the same thing, and so is Yusuke. Yusuke saying he couldn't see the replies, I guess because he didn't have money to pay his phone bill. Loose translation, but he couldn't, something about money issues. How is everybody? Is everyone doing okay, basically? Makoto's like, I'm doing fine. How about you? What's, is it okay to be texting? There's an exam coming up or something like that. Futaba says she's fine, Ryuji's not doing so hot. And Ryuji's like, shut the hell up, leave me alone. Stop dogpiling on me. Let's change the subject. Hey, you're coming back, right? Summer vacation. It's time for us, we can get together soon, right? Or something like that. An's asking if you want to travel together, and Haru thinks it's a great idea. Yusuke is saying we should go to Kyoto. Futaba says it's like a school trip, and Ryuji says it's not a school trip. Shut up. It's let's have a meeting tomorrow about it, basically. And An's like, well, what do you think? Oh, An's saying, where should we go? Futaba says, let's find that out tomorrow, basically. And let me see. Let's see you at the hideout. He's like, all right, leader. And I assume these are like special agents. They are discussing several cases. The first one being the... I don't know how if it's translated properly, but it's like the director of finance, basically admitting the fact that the files have been tampered with. There's also this I can't tell if it's a writer or a coach, basically admitting that there's been some tampering with I don't know, he's confessing something. I don't know why he confessed, but he resigned for a specific reason. Basically, a famous novelist. Never mind. This third guy is a book writer. He cried and refused to publish his work, and he refused to. I want to assume it's like some sort of prize for it. A commercial broadcaster confessing his love. And finally, it's like the director of the police going outside and streaking naked, basically. Criminal director suddenly became naked and ran around the agency and got arrested. Something funny? Hasegawa-san? Or assistant director Hasegawa? Assistant police officer Hasegawa. Hasegawa, I assume, is that cowboy in the beginning of that intro. Fun fact, his cowboy outfit looks very similar to concept art of Akechi in the Persona 5 art book, of him dressed up as a cowboy. So that's interesting that design got sort of recycled over to another character that is also working with the police. They're basically making ties to the fact that, hey, you know, these can be like coincidences, but it seems very similar to an incident that happened like 6 months ago. It's like a rapid switch in personality, almost as if it was a change of heart. And they're basically saying like, well, you know, like it can't be them. Like, isn't that just coincidence? Isn't that like impossible, basically? Similar cases are happening around Japan, basically. And he mentions the Phantom Thieves. Kaburagi, that's the name of that lady. He's basically saying these seem very similar to stuff that happened like 6 months ago, which is referring to the events of Persona 5 Original. By the way, this game, because it came out before Royal came out, Royal is technically non-canon in that story. There is suspicion that this is all caused by the Phantom Thieves. They're saying like it doesn't seem as targeted as it was before. It just seems like these are just random attacks happening, so it doesn't match the Phantom Thieves MO. Kubaragi or Kubawari is saying that we are now in charge. Or sorry, Hasegawa is going to be in charge of this. Finding out about this case. Basically, do it fast, do it quick. Try to gather as much evidence, try to do it very quickly, and also investigate him because he is the leader of the Phantom Thieves. He's a prime suspect. Because remember, Ren got arrested at the end of Persona 5, and he's technically the only one that they have a file on. So try to find out more about this guy. Morgana says it's been a while since we've been on this train. The train news is talking about what we just heard about in an office. The financial director basically falsifying documents, and also I can't remember the name of it, but it's shown later. But it's the tech company that's responsible for the app that's in this game called Emma. We'll see it again in a second, but basically saying, hey, you know, they're rising to prominence because of the concierge AI that they've developed. We're almost here to Yongenjaya. I forgot what I said earlier. Basically asking us how we feel about coming back. We're here. By the way, I'm not pretending to know Japanese all of a sudden. I literally held up a translator app when I played it earlier, and I'm kind of doing the same thing now. It's just that I tried to play it earlier so that I wouldn't have to stop so much while we do this, because it's not a very long demo. Morgana's telling us, hey, let's go find LeBlanc again. And you know what? In this new engine, I assume it's... Well, I don't assume. It's the Dynasty Warriors engine. Fucking Persona 5 looks great. The updated models, which I don't know if anyone remembers, but Persona 5 was a PS3 game. But Persona 5 Strikers is a Persona 5 Strikers is a PlayStation 4 game, and so you get the benefits of you get the benefits of like higher resolutions on everything, better shadow quality, better textures in the models. Even Morgana's model, which we get a nice close-up of later, looks really, really good. The improvements are just amazing, and this game looks great on the PS4. On Switch, like it looks serviceable. The shadows are kind of baked in some areas, and of course the resolution's a little bit lower. It's just not nearly as bright. That's something I noticed, was that, you know, the blues and the greens right there don't pop as well on the Switch. But let's continue onward. Well, we're here. Let's go in. You're like, hey, surprise, good to see you. Blah blah. Yay, the surprise was a success. Ryuji is basically saying that Sojiro let them in early so that they could do the surprise thing. Sojiro says, good to see you. I forgot. I keep forgetting what I responded with, that's what it is. Long time no see. Saying like, it's only been a few months, but it feels like such a long time ago. And he's telling us to go up to the room because he's about to open up the store, or the restaurant rather. You know, it is your room after all, so go ahead. I think I said this one. I think it's basically just thanks. Yeah, thank you, or thank you for your help. And he's saying, well, you can make it up. You'll help me with the store later, right? And he's like saying, oh boy, you know, the noise is bad, but kind of like jokingly. And they're talking about red dots. I assume like he failed some classes, or got bad scores in like 3 classes, and he didn't want to go to summer school. And An only got 1, so she won basically. I don't know. I guess they were competing to see how it was. And Makoto is saying, why don't you take school a little bit more seriously? And Futaba is like, hey, the student council president's coming out again. And they're asking her how college is. She says she's having fun with it. She's trying to find her foundation to it. Haru is taking herbology. Of course, the mention of vegetables means food, which means Yusuke has to say something.
食いつくの早えな。
てか、春の学部は経営とかそっち方面じゃないのか?
What? They're talking about the spring faculty. Isn't the spring faculty the director of that? And you're like, yeah, that's how it is.
興味があれば他農学の授業があってね。
There's an agricultural department too, something like that, blah blah blah.
我が輩すぐ寝ちまいそうだ。双葉は学校はどう?
And Makoto was asking Futaba, what is this like going back to school? Futaba's like, doing great, unlike Ryuji, I think.
満員電車と体育以外はだいぶ慣れたぞ。
She says she's used to it except for the PE and crowded the crowded trains. Do your best. Done better.
だろだろ、もっと褒めてくれていいぞ。
Yeah, you can keep praising me, blah blah.
で、肝心のお前は地元でうまくやれて
So
んの
what
か?
about you? How have you been doing? And I think I said I've been lonely.
奇遇だな、私もだ。
And Futaba's like, me too.
まあ俺もそれなりにはやってんだけどさ。
Ryuji's saying, well, you know, same
やっぱ
here,
お前がいねえ
basically.
とピリッとしねえっつうか。
そりゃ当然。私
And
た
they're
ちのリーダー
they're
だから
trying
な。
to find out something special to do because, hey, our leader's back.
だね。
怪盗団魂は永遠ってやつな。
Phantom Thieves are back together.
それで夏休みはどう過ごすの？今日予定を決めるのよね。
So Makoto's basically asking us how we want to spend our time here in the
そ
summer.
うそう、それ決めなきゃ。
On's like, oh yeah, we have to figure out what to do.
夏
And
休み
Ryu
の間は
and
ずっとこ
Haru
っ
is
ちにいら
like,
れるんだよね。
you can stay here all. You can pretty much stay here. So, you know, during summer vacation.
1ヶ月遊び放題なわけじゃん。
And Ryuji's like, yeah, it's like a vacation, right? We just have fun.
あのね。
And Makoto's like, don't forget your homework. And they're like, don't shut up about the
みん
homework.
なは高3でしょ？卒業とか進路のことだって。
It's like, aren't you guys like, third years?
言わないで。
I was like, I know. Don't tell me.
相変わらずだな、リュウジは。
Morgana's like just shitting on Ryuji as well. It's like, yeah, same old Ryuji being a shit.
話を戻すが、旅行なら京都がいい。
Yusuke brings up going to Kyoto again to go see some art
ひたすらスケッ
exhibits.
チに勤しむ。
Go on to temples and shrines.
一月あれば、
Not an
俺ら
art
の芸術に
museum,
出
but
会えるか。歴史と伝統ある文化
he
財。
basically wants to see some culture.
芸術系なら私はパス。
And she's just like, no.
てかさ、旅行もいいけど、まずは近場でキャンプとかしてみない？
On suggests going
昼
camping
は自然の中で思いっきり遊んで、バーベキューに
to have a barbecue.
リア充
And
限定イベと呼ばれる。
Futaba's like, you can go outside, Momo.
楽しそう。焚き火するなら薪割りは私に任せてね。
If you want to have campfire, leave it to me.
景気づけにバーベキューで肉祭りありだな。どうよ。
And he's making us choose whether we should get like some expensive meat or some vegetables. I go with the meat option. Doesn't really matter.
赤身のいいとこ頼むぜ。なんたって。
Morgana mentioned some expensive meat that he wants to
夏ら
get.
しくていいわね。健康も考えて野菜は多めにね。
Considering your health, use a lot of vegetables.
バーベキューとなれば黙っておれん。歴史と伝統に触れるのは
芸術より食い気か。
Talking about food again.
じゃあ再開祝いの第1弾は前回一致によりキャンプに決定。
So now they've decided that the first trip that they're gonna go on for the summer is camping.
そうと決まれば。エマ、キャンプにいるもの教えて。
And Futaba is using the Emma app to figure out what to get for camping supplies.
キャンプに必要なものをリストアップしました。
Or good places to go camping.
渋谷705近くに専門店があります。
No, because then Emma's talking about a store near Shibuya 705. Like a good place to get camping supplies, basically.
なんだ今の。
Morgana's like, what the hell is that?
コンシェルジュアプリのエマだ。
What's that?
知らないの
Emma.
か？
It's the Emma app.
あ、聞いたことある。何でも教えてくれてすごく便利なんだよね。
確か愛で動いてるってやつだろ。
And there's a joke here that really works in Japanese, because the Japanese word for love is I, and they're using I as an artificial intelligence, like AI. But Ryuji keeps getting it confused with the Japanese word I, which is love.
愛じゃなくて
It's like AI.
人工知能だよね。
Haru's like, no, not love, AI.
アーティフィシャルインテリジェンスの略な。
There you go. I know that, that's in English.
あらゆる情報の検索からナビゲーション、スケジュール管理。
It's a concierge app. You can basically do whatever you want with it. Find like maps, find places to eat, blah blah. You can basically it's basically Siri is what she's explaining it
聞きたい
to
こ
be.
とを音声入力するだけで最適な答えを用意してくれるのが売りだ。
テレビでも特集されてたわね。すごく優秀だから急速に普及したって。
It got featured on TV, so it's gotten really popular.
そうそう、なかなかよくできてる。
うっせ。
She said something to Ryuji. It's 10,000 times smarter than Ryuji or something like that. And Ryuji's like, shut up.
でもまあちょっと興味あったんだよな。
But can it show us
いろいろ便利だぞ。
like place to go camping, blah blah?
もしかしたら遊びに出かけた先で困った時使えるかもしれないわね。
面白そうじゃねえか。お前も使ってみたらどうだ？
Morgana's like, you should try it. There you go. That's the
エマです。
name of the company, Medici. Which I'm sure it means something in Latin. Hello, I'm Emma. Nice to meet
あ
you.
なたの名前を入力してください。
Please write in your name. It's funny because you can't actually fit a lot of characters here. But I try my best. Amami Rin. Welcome.
私はエマ。あなたをサポートするコンシェルジュです。
Like, I'm a concierge app. Basically saying what Futaba already said.
お、起動できたみたいだな。
And Futaba saying, don't forget to use your friend codes. Basically add me. Use your friend code to add me on the Emma app. God, my eyeball. Ow. Okay.
おすすめキャンプグッズと出てるな。これをそのエマが用意したのか？
And Morgana's looking over the list. Like, oh, did Emma prepare this list for us? Like, you know, camping goods, basically. Futaba sent out the list amongst us to figure out what to get for camping.
季節とか天候、個人のプロフィールや位置情報も参照して最適なものを考えて表示してる。
You also want to consider location, weather, blah blah blah.
マジかよ。愛すげえわ。
And it's like that love thing is magic.
だから AI ね。
It's like it's not. It's AI, idiot.
じゃあこのリストにあるものを手分けして買いに行かないとね。
I think Haru says something like, if you need someone to chop wood. Oh no, not yet. She says, well, I'll buy these. I'll buy some of this stuff separately.
つっても明日でよくね。せっかく集まったんだし、今日は久しぶりのアジトで食べろうぜ。
And Ryuji's basically saying, hey, let's do all that stuff tomorrow. Tonight, let's just hang out here.
Ah,
He's like, I'm tired. And Yusuke's like, oh, there's so many things I want to talk about. Like with, you know, in Kyoto, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, modern art and their new possibilities.
却下で
And hard pass. Nope. There's a bit in there where I think if you choose one of the dialogue options, Haru says, oh, if you need someone to chop some wood, I'll do it. Anyway, they hang out in the room. Thank you for the curry, Mr. Sojiro. I forgot what they called him. They call him Master.
気にすることはねえよ。
Yeah, he's gonna help me out around the store, right?
またこいつが世話になるからな。
こちらこそです。またお邪魔します。
じゃあまた明日な。なんつうか
He's gonna say, hey, you know,
久しぶりに話せてよ
it
かっ
was
たわ
good to talk to you again.
明日は手分けして買い出しだね。
俺らはキャンプ用品担当でいいんだよな。つうわけで明日は渋谷ブチ港前に集合な。
And we'll go to Shibuya tomorrow. We'll meet at Shibuya Crossing, a scramble
じゃあ
crossing.
な、忘れんなよ。
店の手伝いも忘れるなよ。
And it's like, hey, don't forget to help me clean up before you go to sleep. And I helped clean up before I went up to bed. Morgana's basically like, oh, you know, it's been a while since we've been up here. Anyway, let's go to bed. And look, this is a nice close-up shot of Morgana's model. You see the fur coming off his...
このベッドの感触
Oh,
懐
good.
か
He
しい
says his
ぜ
bed feels nostalgic.
みんな元気そうでよかったな。
It's nice to see everyone again.
ご主人も相変わらずだったし、キャンプはあさってからか。
Camp will start the day after tomorrow. It's gonna be a fun summer vacation. I'm looking forward to it. Alright.
ハイムだ。
Let's go to bed then.
それじゃあもう寝ようぜ。
We go to bed. It was a really long day. I was really tired, so I managed to get to bed really easily. And of course, can't even have one goddamn day get sent back to the Velvet Room.
お久しぶりですね。ようこそベルベットルームへ。
Yokoso. She says, welcome to the Velvet Room. She's basically explaining that we're gonna be path on the path to ruin again.
ここは夢と現実。
Like at this
精神
rate,
と物質の
at this
狭間
rate,
にあ
we're
る
just
場
gonna
所。
reach ruin again. And she's explaining what the Velvet Room is.
何かの形で契約を
But
結
you
ん
already
だ
know
者
that.
のみが訪れる部屋。
You know, you can only come here if you signed a contract.
あなたをここにお呼びしたのは他でもありません。
No one else called
あ
you
なた
here.
とあなたが奪い返したはずの未来に危機が迫っていることを知らせるため。
There's something, basically... what's the word for it? Putting in danger the future that you have regained. Putting into jeopardy the future that you've regained. There's a crisis.
この牢獄。そしてその罪人の姿が告げています。
This mysterious figure in the prison.
運命の
You
囚
now
われとなったことを。
You have become a captive of fate once again. What does that mean?
何者かが策動し、
It's like a voice reaching
あなた
out.
を厄災に満ちた運命へと誘おうとしている。
Trying to put you to a fate full of disasters. There's a voice
あなた
reaching
の
out.
内なる声が叫んでいます。
Your inner voice is screaming,
抗え。
resist.
我が名はラベンツァ。
I'm Lavenza.
力を司る者として、あなたの行く末を見届けなければなりません。
As a controller of power, you must see where you are going.
申し上げた通り、このままではあなたを待つのは破滅のみ。
Waiting for you at this rate is a terrible thing. So
その運命
you
に
gotta
抗い
act now.
再び歪みゆく世界に立ち向かう覚悟はあります
He's
か
like, are you prepared to resist that fate and confront the ever-changing world? You can tell her Ruin better run away, or I don't know. He says, I'm sorry for Ruin.
それでこそ
Yeah, that's my
私
trickster.
の知るトリックスターです。この先にはあの時と同じ、いえ、それ以上の苦難が待ち受けていることでしょう。
There will be more hardships waiting for you. So, but
私はいつもあなたのそばにい
I'll
ます。
be here.
それを忘れないで。
I'll be here to help you. Don't forget. Alright, that's all the time we have.
時間のよ
Go
う
back
で
to
すね
sleep.
いずれまたお会いしましょう。
It's weird seeing this game and its UI
おは
running,
よう。
running 60 frames. It's like, oh, did you get a good night's sleep? I know I did. Anyway, let's go meet up with Ryuji in Animal Crossing.
Oh,
And Sojiro says it's hot. Don't forget to drink your water. Speaking of which, I totally forgot to drink my water. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh. I don't know where my water went. I put a sign up that says I'm streaming or something like that. But for those that don't remember, there's a reason why I stream so late in the night, because everyone else is asleep and no one knocks on my door. But it's not 100% foolproof. Couldn't find my water. I swear to God, I promise I brought water with me today. I don't know where it went. It's probably still in my car. Anyway, yeah. So it just says drink water. I'm sorry. I don't have any water on me. And Futop is here. She said, hey, you're gonna meet with Ryuji out in Shibuya, right? There's a few things that I wanted him to get, blah blah blah. That sick billboard. Right up there, Sora is fighting for his Sora is fighting for his title as the protagonist of the next Kingdom Hearts game. Morgana says, you know, Shibuya is filled with people like always. Weren't we gonna meet up with Ryuji? He's by the train station. And he's just right here.
Just 早速行くか。
Oh jeez. Right, oh. Where do you want to go? You want to go now? I don't know where... He doesn't know where to go get the camping supplies that he said we were gonna get.
我が輩たちはバーベキューセット担当だったな。道案内は任せたぞ、リュウジ。
って俺もどこかは。
They're gonna try the Emma app to find out where to go for camping supplies.
はい、お呼びですか？
How can I help?
あれだあれ。昨日行ってた店に案内してくれ。
Guide me to the store you told me yesterday.
目的地までのガイドを
Beginning
開始します。
navigation. God, I pulled up the map.
そんな聞き方でわかんのかよ。
You're basically marveling at how amazing the app is.
よし、さっさと買い出し済ませて明日からの作戦立てようぜ。
アリス。
なんだ？騒がしいな。
It's like, what is that?
イベントサジェスチョンです。
And Emma says, I have an event suggestion.
渋谷705前で
Irony Shibuya 705 is a grand
開催
opening.
されています。
んだサジェスチョンってスカアリスってマジかよ。
Is Alice really here? Who's Alice?
ヒイラギアリスは日本のファッションモデル。
Alice is basically a pop idol, but she actually does a bunch of other stuff. Basically, she's an influencer.
キュートなルックスとポップカルチャーの発信者として若者を中心に
ほう、芸能人ってやつか。
あの騒ぎ見りゃわかんだろ。
Ryuji wants to go see it, and I just tell him no. I think, like, I'm not interested. And Ryuji's like, of course you're not, but I still want to go see it.
何やってんの？
And there's Alice. She's basically KPP.
なんかショップのオープニングセレモニーだって。っていうかあれアリスじゃん。ヒイラギアリス。
みんな、今日は来てくれてありがとう。
Thank you for coming out, everybody.
今日からここに私がプロデュースしたブランド
She's
ショップ
opening
が
up her
オープンだよ。
new store under the Shibuya 705. It's a place called Wonderland, and she described it as, have you ever wanted, how does she phrase it? Is this something that you've always wanted, or like, have you ever always wanted to be something else? Someone else, yeah. You know, haven't you ever always wanted to be someone else? Well, in Wonderland, I can make all those fantasies come true.
私と一緒に不思議の国に行きたい。ありがとう。先着100人のみんなへ特別な招待カードをプレゼントしちゃう。
There's a special thing happening today. The first 100 people will get an invitation
不
card.
思議の国をもっと楽しんでもらえる魔法のカードだよ。
It'll make your experience in
喜んでくれ
Wonderland
たら
even
嬉しいな。
better.
はい、どうぞ。
ありがとうございます。
はい、君にも。
やべえ、アリスの手触っちゃったよ。
So, I touched Alice. Disgusting.
お、君メガネ似合って
Hey,
る
your
ね。
glasses look cool. Here you go. The animation's not as good, weirdly enough, as Persona 5. Like, she's sliding around on the ground there.
白いウサギは不思議の国への案内人。みんな遊びに来てね。
She's also tiny. I understand why this game was set 6 months after the original Persona 5, but I kinda wish that they were adults here.
やれやれ、
だかりだったな。
And Morgana saying, God, there's so many people out there.
よかったぜ生ア
And
リス
Ryuji's like, wow, that was
やっぱ
Alice.
超可愛かったわ
She's super cute. And I think I can be like, she dresses weird.
分かってねえ
And I
な
was like, well, you know, everyone else dresses weird too.
我が輩は安堵の一筋だからな。興味ないぜ。
Morgana was like, I only have eyes for Lady On.
へいへいそ
I
う
was
で
like,
し
oh
た
yeah, whatever.
これで気は済んだか。
It's like, what's that thing you got? It's like an invitation
合
card?
ってるって
Oh, no, they're talking about the fact that Joker got an invitation card and Ryuji didn't.
そういやお前
And he's asking about the invitation card.
あれって何だったんだ
にゃっリュウジはスルーされてたからな。
There, Ryuji got skipped.
うっせ
I was like, what up?
しょうがねえ
Shut
だろ
up.
あんだけ人い
There's
た
like
ら
there's like a lot of people there, okay? Wonderland. Use the Emma friend code. Use the friend code on your Emma to make your experience
柊
blah blah
ア
blah
リ
blah.
スのワンダーランド。ただ、エマの友達キーワードです。みんな私と友達になってね。
You should be I should be everybody's friend. Everyone should be friends with me.
エマの友達キーワード
昨日双葉が使ってた機能じゃないか。
Try it out.
もういいじゃん
That's the thing that Futaba was using the other day, right? Yeah, give it a shot.
キーワードを入力すればアリスと友達になれるってことか。
カードに書いてあったやつじゃね確かワンダー
I
ラ
was
ン
like,
ド
well,
だ
I
っけ
think. Oh my god, what's happening? Oh my god. Freaking Maps just started updating on my phone and it kept sending me a new notification for every percentage it went up. Yeah, I think the keyword is Wonderland. Try it out.
キーワードが入力されまし
It
た。
worked. It's like, oh, I know that scene transition.
変な
Why are you dressed like that?
お前もだ。
I said, look at you too.
わマジか
どうやらここは異世界ってことになるな。
おいおい冗談だろ
あいつらさっき705にいたやつらか。
Say, weren't those guys the guys from the 705 earlier?
ねえみんな私のこと好き
So, do you like me, everyone?
それならみんなの願い私にちょうだい
Well, sorry for what I'm about to do.
どうなってんだよ
考えてる暇はないようだぜ。突破するぞジョーカースカル。
やりゃ
油断するなよお前ら。まずは体を鳴らしながら。
誰に言ってんだ切り込み隊長なめんなよ
その息だスカル。我が輩たち
And basically the tutorial again. Combo.
いただいていく
Basic combo.
うまい
Your light hard, light hard, your light hard. Light hard is a launcher, light hard is combo extender, and the persona button is 3 square and 1 triangle. So don't forget to use your persona. You can follow up with an all-out attack. I feel like I need like a dash button. Oh, I totally forgot to go to the vending machine and buy all the stuff. Oh well. It's like, let's try using our environment around us. Is there anything you think that we can use? And I must have like misremembered this, but I swear to God that he used a grappling hook to get up there. But no, he just dashes up there because Royal wasn't a thing. I feel like this is something that could have updated, but whatever. Watch out! So they just keep coming. I was like, time to bounce. God. And just like forgetting to buy the stuff at the vending machine, I also forgot to get this treasure chest that's up here. But it's up here. I think you can only get it if there's no enemies around. So, oh well. And this whole little conversation is basically them trying to figure out where they are. Morgana's basically saying like, hey, you know, this looks like a palace to me. We're definitely in the metaverse, so... This is definitely Alice's palace. And Ryuji's like, I thought you couldn't do that anymore. Morgana's like, yeah, I don't get it either, but I mean, look where we are, look at what I look like. So we gotta find her treasure. The shadow, those are definitely shadows. We gotta find her treasure somewhere. There's a core with a treasure. There's a word he says that doesn't get translated. It's wagahai. I think that's like where his little meows come from.
やるしかねえな。
Anyway. I like the inconsistencies in Joker's gloves, because in like the 3D model, there's not that little slit in his gloves, but in the 2D animation, there totally is. Like, it looks like he's wearing like a black pair of gloves underneath. I like how easily they got captured there too. There's also another word here that wouldn't get translated, and I don't know what it means. It's like, what is this? Negai. I don't know what that word means. Even she's like, what is that? Like, you look pretty cool. What's your name? I can say nothing, I can tell her to piss off. Either way. Hey, he just called you Joker. He's like, here, you answer when the queen talks to you. Like, stop it, asshole. It's like, shut up. Basically, so I don't want toys that aren't gonna listen to what I say. Bye bye. Bye bye, Janet. Bye bye. We get thrown down the trash suit. Star Wars style. You know, as Morgana landed on his feet. Isn't that neat? He's a cat. He's like, I'm fine. We gotta find an exit. Like, there's not really much of a choice, we just gotta find a way out of here first before we can even do anything else. It's funny how much I stopped caring about the Japanese cast ever since I played this in English. Because usually in a game like... Usually in any Japanese game I go with like the English cast. Only exception to that was like Kingdom Hearts, because I heard that game in English first. But Persona, I think, Persona 5 is the only one I can think of where I started the game off in Japanese, and I played it again in English, and I kinda like the English more. I think maybe just because there's so much reading to do in this game that it was much harder for me to pay attention while listening to the game in Japanese. It's a lot of things to pay attention to, and I feel like a lot of the stuff didn't really, stick with me, because I wasn't only listening... I was only reading it, I wasn't like also listening to it, you know? Basically saying, hey, if you need something to change, do it now. We need to find a way out of here. Box was floating. A box? Look, watch, look. You look at his gloves. You see that? His model in Smash Ultimate does the same thing. I should know, because his amiibo has the same thing. But I also have his Figma, which does not have that. So, which is it? Which is it really? Personally, I think the little open slit there makes no sense to me. I think the fact that he should just wear like the standard pair of like red gloves works fine. I don't understand why the little opening is there for. Here's your new redhead waifu for this iteration of Persona 5. Out with Kasumi. In with this thing. It's like, where am I? Who are you? And I think I said I was a phantom thief. A phantom thief. And it's like, my name's Sophia, I'm a good friend. It's like, a good friend. It's like, yep. I'm your friend. Are you human? What's your name? Joker.
Oi! 今そっちでなんかって
What's that?
何があったんだ、ジョーカー。
Who is that, Joker?
我が輩に何か用か。タヌキ。
A tanuki? A raccoon dog?
猫だよ。
It's like, I'm a cat.
猫じゃねえ。
I'm not a cat.
どっちだよ。
Which is it?
てか何なんだこいつ。なんか妙な服着てっけど。
Basically, like, who is this Joker? Joker. I think it's a friend?
友人？お前のか？
私はソフィア。人の良き友人だ。
She says the same thing all over again. I'm a good friend.
アリスってやつにやられたのか。
And these are basically trying to determine.
わからない。記憶が
It's like,
消えてる。
she doesn't know why she's here. Basically, Nia Tepelin. Literally Nia Tepelin, stuffed in a box, down the garbage chute.
消えてるってお前。
二人ともちょっといいか。
Anyway, come with me, you two. And they're trying to find out what is she.
記憶がねえとか言ってたけどよ。
So she came out of the box?
手品かよ。さすがにおかしすぎんだろ。
シャドウじゃねえみたいだな。敵意も感じないが。
Trying to figure out if she's a shadow or not, but if in any case she's not attacking them.
とにかくよ。まずは出口見つけよう
We
ぜ。
still need to find a way out of
う
here.
だうだやってでも解決しねえだろ。
困ってるのか。
ああ、いつの間に。
困ってるなら役に立つぞ。
She wants to help us find a way out. It's like, I'm your friend.
助けてくれるってのかよ。
It's like, do you know a way to get out of here?
どんな状況だ。
What's the
い
situation?
や、なんか迷ってるっつか。
I'm looking for an
出
exit.
口。地下から出られればいいのか。
Should we try to get out of the basement?
ひとまず
Is
そうだ
they,
が。
yeah. That, at least for
オ
now.
ッケー、任せろ。
I was like, alright, got it.
出口を探してく
Follow
る。
me.
おい、一人で行くな。
It's like, don't run off by yourself.
どうするジョーカー。
I was like, well, what do you want to do, Joker? And I was like, I can't leave her alone.
そうだな。
It's alright.
シャドウに襲われても
You're the
おかしくない。
boss. Oh, Jesus.
大丈夫かよ。怪しさ全開すぎんだろ。まあ放置ってわけにもいかねえか。
So are you okay? What if she runs into a shadow or something like
シャ
that?
ドウに見つからないように気ぃつけろよ。
Don't run away, you might run into a shadow. It's too late, she already found one.
離れろ、ソフィア。
It's like, back up. We got this.
こいつらどっから湧き上がった。
ここでやられるわけにはいかねえ。やるぞ、お前ら。
ソフィアっつったっけ？怪我とかしてねえか？
Sophia, are you hurt?
問題ない。
Nope.
だがなぜ襲われた？
So
いきなり襲ってくるとは人に優しくないの。
it's like, why did they attack us? It's not very nice of them.
ああ、なんつ
I was
う
like, how do I
か説明
explain
できない
this?
けど、あいつらはシャドウってやつらで
They're
よ。
shadows,
そして我が輩たちは怪盗団。
and we are the Phantom
この
Thieves.
主にとって
We're basically seen as
排除
intruders,
すべき侵入者とみ
so
なされてるってとこだ。
we're basically intruders, so we're to be
怪
executed
盗団。
by the palace ruler. It's translated as Lord, so Palace Lord.
かっこいいな。
Pretty cool.
そこかよ。
It's like, that's not what you were supposed to get
気
from
が抜ける
that.
コメントってか、ここらはシャドウだらけっぽいし、行くなら一緒に行こうぜ。
Anyway, this area is full of shadows, so if you're gonna go off somewhere, don't go off by yourself.
私が出口を探してくる。ここで待ってればいい。
It's like, I'm looking for an exit. You can wait
我
over
が輩
here.
たちを助けてくれるのか？
I was like, do you know where the thing is? Are you gonna help us?
初めからそのつもりだ。
I was like, yeah, that's what I was trying to
ジ
do
ョーカー
earlier.
は私を助けた。
Joker helped me, now I'm
今
gonna
度は
help him.
私がジョーカー。私を使ってくれ、ジョーカー。
よくわかんねえけど、なんかいいやつっぽいな、お前。
I was like, I don't know about you, but this looks like a good guy to me.
どうするジョーカー？
So what do you want to do, Joker? Let's go together.
オーケー。よろしくな、ジョーカー。
Okay, nice to meet you, Joker.
それと猫と骸骨？
With a cat and a skeleton?
誰が骸骨だこら。
Like, who you calling skeleton?
骸骨ってかただのヤンキーだけどな。
Just gonna.
てか我が輩
Also,
この
I'm
姿
not
は猫
I'm
じゃ
not
ね
a
えし。
cat. And I can say, calm down, skeleton. Or I can correct her and say, it's not a cat, it's a tanuki.
お前まで乗るんじゃねえよ。
Can it,
こ
basically.
れはスカルだ。覚えとけよ。
It's skull to you.
我が輩はモナだ。間違え
I'm
んなよ。
Mona here. Don't you forget it.
なんで怒ってんだ？
So why are you so angry?
よし、慎重に行くぞ。
Alright, let's go.
ソフィアが巻き込まれると厄介だ。なるべく敵に見つからないようにな。
Now that Sophia's with us, try not to get involved in fights, basically. Telling us about the mission, in case you forget what to do. There's literally an objective marker. This character model here looks great. The folds in his little coattails looks amazing. Also, I like the fact that he's standing. In P5 and P5 Royal, whenever you're in a palace, you're like crouched down, and like I get it, but this looks so much cooler. The fact he just has his knife out like that and everything. I don't know. I like that. Oh wait. Nope.
待て、敵だ。
So watch out.
くっそ、まだ嫌がる
Oh,
な。
that guy's in the
今
way.
はソフィアがいる。戦闘は
I
先
was like, this
だ。
complicates thing now that we have Sophia with us.
あいつが邪魔なのか？
I was like, is that guy in the way?
まあな。
It's like, yeah.
ここ通らねえと進めねえし。
I have to find a different way out of
オ
here.
ーケー。私に任せろ。
It's like, no, don't worry, I got it.
あ？どうするつもり？
She Naruto runs
お
away
前
from us.
何して？おい待てって。
なんだ貴様ら侵入者か。
And now she's dead. Is that a persona?
怪盗団を助けると約束した。とにかく我が輩たちも戦うぞ。
It's cool that they integrated the personas into the combo like that in case you run out of persona, in case you run out of SP. And I was like, wait a minute, you could fight this whole time, why didn't you say so? She's like, well, you didn't ask.
しかもその格好は一体なんだ？我が輩たちの変身とはまた違うようだが。
It's like, why did she transform like that? It's like, I basically just copied Joker from earlier. It's like, are you persona user?
ああ、その格好だけじゃねえ。お前、ペルソナ使いってことかよ。
You know how to summon a persona? She's like, what's that?
さっきの戦いでお前が使っ
It's
た
a
能力だ。
manifestation of your fighting spirit.
あれは武器だ。戦うのに必要
It's
だ
like
ろ。
that box you had earlier. I was like, it's a weapon. You need it to fight. It's like, whatever.
いや、お前は一体何者だ？
私は人の良き友
He's
人
like, what are
ソフィア
you?
だ。
I'm Sophia, I'm your friend.
それはもう聞い
Like,
た
you already said that.
わからねえことが多すぎるな。
I don't know.
だがのんびりしてる余裕もない。とにかく今はここから出るのが先決だ。
Anyway, we still have to get out of here.
そうだな。今のでまた敵が寄ってきたらめんどくせえし。
Well, now that we know there's enemies, you can fight.
戦うのも協力してもらおうぜ。あんだけやれりゃ問題ねえだろ。
ああ、脱出方法がわからない以上、戦力は多い方がいい。
As long as we don't have a way out, we should fight.
頼めるか、ソフィア。
Got it.
オーケー、任せろ。
Alright. Let's go. I'm counting on you.
ああ、頼りにされる。
Oh, I can count on you.
じゃあ行くか。頼んだぜちっこいな。
Well, let's go.
了解した。
Roger.
そうだ、体力には注意しておけよ。何か回復できるもの持ってないか？
Be careful about your physical strength. Telling you about, like, HP recoveries. These are the same boxes from Mementos.
敵の気配は感じない。安全だ。
おお、宝箱だ。
気になった場所は調べてみようぜ。何か使えるものがあるかもしれん。
気になるものを発見した。
どうだ、ジョーカー。何が入ってる？
I know where some things are in this game. As far as I know, those are the only 2 treasure chests you can access here. There's one more later on, but you can't get to it.
敵シャドウ出現だ。数が多い。気をつけろ。
So don't forget, don't forget, you don't only just have your skills, you can also use
弱
gun.
点をつく方法はスキルだけじゃない。
Skill isn't the only way for you to fight, you can also use gun.
敵ダウン。いいぞ。銃をうまく使っていけよ。
She's very weak to gun.